Yeah, nasty Leslie.
You're nasty, Leslie. Hi, welcome to Eat, Sleep, and Magic.
I'm about to sneeze. Oh, I hate when that happens.
Hi. Aww. Kathleen is sick.
Canadian weather.
Yeah, so I was sick last week, and now she's sick this week.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's time for Show and Tell Sunday!
Show and Tell Sunday, Show and Tell Sunday, Show and Tell Sunday. Well, mine is that I'm sick. Yay! That's my highlight of the week, I guess. Not much of a highlight, but that's what's been going on this week. Sucks. What's yours?
Well, my Show and Tell Sunday, as you can probably tell, this is not my room. This is not Kathleen's room.
Although I wish. It's very pretty.
It is very pretty. We are at a hotel.
We ran away. We eloped.
We were fleeing from the government. I'm kidding, we're not.
Joking!
We're not. I decided to do an impromptu writing trip because I have 3 days off straight from work. So I'm like, might as well. Impromptu writing trip. And this is what I've been up to. I am done my book. I just wrote the last word of my book. Oh my god, I'm done! Yeah, so that's my Show and Tell Sunday. Yay, finished my book.
Oh yeah, yay! Yeah, no, it's so good. I can't wait for y'all to read it.
I finished the skeleton. Now that it's all done, I have to go back, edit it, go back, edit it, go back, edit it, get other people to edit it, go back, get other people to edit it, before I go out and try to publish it. So this is a very long process, but it's done.
So far, the skeleton is awesome.
Thanks, friend.
Yeah.
Alright, so for this week's episode, we are going to introduce a new series. We decided to call it Viva Forever. We're calling this Viva Forever because, you know, 15 years ago was our prime time spice time.
That was really good. That's, we would say a pop. It's not like the main thing that brought us together, but
No, not at all.
It's like a fraction.
It's the basis.
It's one of
the things that
It's a particle of the basis of our friendship. But it's there, and it was something that also brought us together.
Yeah.
So, and we're the Spice Girls, so naturally this segment is called Viva Forever.
This series is basically about
Our friendship.
Our journey through this 15 years and counting friendship that we have developed. We're not saying we're the epitome and the definition of best friends, but we're just saying that like,
we are.
You could tell we're best friends.
I don't know what we do without each other.
We die in a hole forever.
We've had many friends like apart from each other that we consider best friends or whatever. But it's always been the two of us.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. It's just the two of us.
15 years is
It's pretty good.
long time.
Yeah. Good job.
Congratulations to us. Okay.
You're sick.
We just want you guys to kind of have an insight of our friendship.
For this first episode, we are going to talk about
How we met.
how I met your best friend. How did we meet, Kathleen? How Kathleen and I met.
Where do I start?
My godfather and my sister's godfather, they did like this thing together. They made like these Filipino pageants because like he was my godfather. My parents were part of the pageant committee, and naturally I was always in them. I was your typical like pageant girl.
My neighbors used to be our family friend currently. So I used to live next to them, and then we became really close, like their family, my family became really close. And then one day she was like, you know, I know this family who like put their daughters in pageants or whatever, and I think you should put your daughter in it. My mom was like, okay, yeah, that's cool. She can make new friends, put her in this, and maybe she'll get into it and she'll like it and she'll be more open. We all went this one night, and it was actually the day of the pageant. Like, I know these people practiced like prior to it and they all met and stuff like that, but she heard that they needed like flower girls.
What the kids were made for was that they'd come in, they'd be all cute, and then during the evening gown competition, they would have a rose and they'd give it to a contestant, and then the contestant would hold the flower girl's hand and walk the stage around. I think Miss Universe did that one year. I think it was like early 90s. But anyways, that's what we were doing. One year, August 1999, my aunt, and you guys know this aunt, you know my godbrother who played in the guy in The Music Man, Professor Harold Hill in The Music Man? His mom, she came up to me. I remember sitting in the theater. We were watching, it was right before the show, and we were in the theater, and then she comes up to me and she whispers, my niece is coming to the pageant as a flower girl, so be her friend. Like, she literally said, be her friend, and like show her how everything is done. And so I was like, okay.
I arrived there, was kind of a little nervous, didn't know what to expect, and then our aunt, our tita, she introduced me to Leslie.
A few minutes later, Kathleen and her mom came in, and then they put her beside me, and I was like,
she introduced us and was just like, okay, be friends, Leslie, tell her like what she needs to do and everything, because Leslie knew, she went to all the practices and stuff like that. You know, be friends, go.
I don't like it when people say be friends with somebody, like you're forcing me to start a friendship with somebody I don't know. I was like, okay. My cousins were there, and so like, okay, I get to hang out with my cousins and like a bunch of people that I met during rehearsals. But they put this stranger beside me, and from the looks of her, I'm like, she's 2 years old. Kathleen is a really small person. When she was younger, she looked like she was 5 years younger than she actually was. I remember just turning to her and smiling. I was like, and she's just like,
To be honest, all I remember after that was she kind of just went on with her friends. I was like, okay. The funny thing is, I knew somebody. She was my neighbor, and we were actually like close friends because we went to the same church. And she was there, but she was friends with Leslie, so
I would just do whatever I wanted to do and just dragged her along.
I was like, oh, hi, and it was like, oh, hey, but then Leslie's like, hi, like I know her.
It's like, yeah, Michelle, let's do this. Kathleen, you can come too.
I'm talking like that just because literally that's like the impression that I had of Leslie when I first met her. Okay, yeah, like, that's what you all just like, she knew her stuff basically. Like it was like, I am pageant queen, flower girl pro. We did have a little bit of a bonding moment because we were backstage and like there was this one girl that everybody didn't like. And so we played Mean Girls basically, like give us a break, we're 8 years old. Anything she would say, everyone would make fun of her and I would follow, and I was like Lindsay Lohan's character.
Are you saying that I'm Regina George?
Yeah. She would say something, then I'd be like, yeah, blah, 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 and then we'd all go, eh, and like laugh about it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The pageant went on and we kind of just like stuck by each other. By the end of it, my aunt was happy because we looked like we were friends.
Yeah, that was like our 5 seconds of bonding. The show went on and Leslie went back to being Queen Bee. Pageant was over and then we were all taking pictures. And I was just standing there on my own taking pictures like a cute little girl that I was, while Leslie's in the background with all her friends and being all like, I know everybody, I'm the star of the show. And I was just by myself.
At the end of the pageant, and I remember this so clearly because it was kind of my responsibility, because I am Queen Bee, Little Miss Pageant Pro. It was my responsibility to make sure Kathleen was okay. And so at the end of the pageant, when everyone's taking group pictures with the winners and all that stuff, I wanted to take pictures with Michelle, but then I'm like, where's Kathleen? I remember always going, where's Kathleen? I think I lost her. Oh well. But I remember looking for her.
Yeah,
going,
right. And then I went home and then I was like, that was weird. I don't know if I liked it.
And I just remember going home not thinking another thing of it. I was just like, okay. I went home with my cousins, had fun. That was it. Hang up the ball gown. Yeah, that was it. That's how I met Kathleen. That's how I met Kathleen. Out of obligation.
F you.
So from that meeting, you may ask, then how did we get here? We don't know. Because for me, I thought we became best friends. Like, I think we because our parents became friends.
Yeah.
Because during those pageants, pageant moms, they kind of stick together.
Since Artie the Dead, like she was like the middle person, I guess, because my mom was really close and then she was really close with their family, so then it just became like, it's like a parent thing, they all became friends. So
after that, family parties, they'd come.
We were always invited, yeah.
But yeah, like I think that's just when we became best friends, like through just family parties, we just saw each other more often.
Yeah, and then we just started to figure out that we were like the same.
And so by the time it was August 2000, for Beanie Beanie Filipinas 2000, we quickly became like best friends. And then after that,
it was history.
We were inseparable. We'd have what we called pageant sleepovers.
Basically, we would just reenact pageants, and we were the contestants.
All of the contestants. Like there would be like 15 contestants, and we were all 15 of them.
So, in order to be 15 contestants, you needed 15 costumes. Sometimes it would be held at my place, and sometimes it would be held at her place, but we would literally go to each other's place with like a luggage. We would like pick our favorites from the pageants.
The previous pageants we went to.
Yeah, and I'd be like, oh, I want to be her, I want to be her. And so we would like reenact their talent.
Their costume.
Okay, but Leslie, now that you think about, like, if you think about it now, I'm dancing, doing a talent while you're sitting there watching me do it. Like, I don't know how we felt comfortable.
This is what we looked like. Hold. Please hold.
Next, we have Leslie Paderno, contestant number 7.
But then Kathleen would have to, but then I'd run out, and then Kathleen, we'd switch places. And now, contestant number 2, Kathleen Alcantara. again, do it again with your feet. Do it again with your feet.
Do you remember the feet?
Hang on, watch the feet. Yep.
So yeah.
So that's that.
Basically it.
How we met. That's how we became friends, and that's how we became this.
You know, the rest is history, but we'll tell you all about that later.
We post videos every Sunday after church, after Jesus, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and remember to stay weird, be yourself.
And remember, Jesus loves you even when you look like this.
This is actually like making me feel